Edgecast. I'm Matt Lieber, and with me as always is my beautiful co-anchor...
Hi, Matt.
You're not Pam at all.
Filling in for Pamela Wall, I'm Mike Caples.
Where's Pam?
Tonsillitis, I think. What'd you do?
Well, a gentleman never asks, and a lady never tells.
Just read the news.
Yes, let's read the news.
Ugh. During a College Republicans' Young Americans for Freedom sponsored event, several minority students were arrested for disrupting the presentation. The speaker, Minuteman founder and president Chris Simcox, said of the arrest, "Minorities in jail? Well, that's more like it." A large group of students later protested the arrest and called for the Young Americans for Freedom and the College Republicans to be disbanded. YAF chairman Kyle Bristow says that he fears this, as he already sold his soul to keep YAF alive after the infamous Catch an Illegal Immigrant Day. Satan could not be reached for comment.
MSU is building a disc golf course in the fall. Disc golf is played just like regular golf, but uses small throwing discs instead of clubs and balls, and aims for special target pins instead of holes. Also, when you play disc golf, you're high as fuck. Unionized workers protested MSU's use of non-union labor last week at a construction site by Kedzie Hall. According to Granger, the company that has been contracted to lead the steam tunnel project, they decided to go with non-union labor because it is more efficient and frankly gets done faster. One protester at the scene objected to the depiction of union workers as lazy and then went back to sitting outside all day on Farm Lane. We here at the Edgecast support the unionized workers as we use union workers here in our studio. For example, union workers made our sign today.
The shootings at Virginia Tech have prompted many calls for greater security on campus. MSU President Louanna K. Simon said that there is a plan in place for such an event. The Young Americans for Freedom would be called to arms in order to execute any gunmen who attack students. Well, shit, I guess they really are here for a reason. American Idol judge Simon Cowell came under fire this week for rolling his eyes after a contestant expressed support for the Virginia Tech community. Cowell denied the charges, saying he was merely rolling his eyes about another untalented Asian man making headlines for doing something stupid.
Students at Virginia Tech were asked what measures should be taken to help them feel safer. Among the top answers were more security presence and faster access to emergency beacons and phones. Oddly, coming in a distant third, not giving handguns to crazy people. Last week, a day of silence was held to bring attention to the bullying of gay and lesbian community. That's right, they attempted to protest bullying through complete and utter silence. Well, all I know is that they didn't complain as much when I was curb stomping them.
MSU women's basketball coach Joanna P. McCauley announced this week that she will be leaving MSU for a job at Duke. The student reaction was mixed, with some upset that the coach is leaving and the other ones saying, well, it's just a women's team, so who really cares? The MSU Board of Trustees announced a complete ban on smoking in the dorms. We here at the Edgecast would just like to say that as long as 4/20 remains a date on the calendar, there will always be smoking in the dorms. The board also raised the cost of room and board for students living in MSU dormitories. Joel Ferguson, a member of the board, said, "We're becoming more like the University of Michigan, but without, the reputation." Attorney General Alberto Gonzalez testified before the Senate Judiciary Committee concerning the firings of 8 U.S. attorneys. In what many pundits are calling a well-orchestrated smoke screen, Gonzalez replied to every question with the phrase, "Que no hablo inglés."
2 car bombs smashed into an Iraqi police station last week, killing 12 and wounding almost 100 others. One bystander described the scene as Tuesday. Spider-Man 3 opens next week. The highly awaited sequel features Peter Parker growing more arrogant with his fame from dealing with a tragedy in New York effectively and gaining newfound powers which he receives from a magic suit that looks like oil. He begins using these powers to take what he wants for him and his friends, manipulating those around him and getting us stuck in a prolonged conflict with someone made of sand. He, of course, is attacking the Sandman because he may have tried to kill his uncle who was like a father to him. Also, Dick Cheney is Venom somehow. Speaking of corporate tie-ins, we'd now like to thank our sponsor, Alpha Chalk. The beginning of great chalk, the end of competition. Great summer jobs. Get paid to make a difference. Work with Clean Water Action and find solutions to community problems. Exciting and meaningful work. Who keeps putting these in my briefs?
Matt, I can't take this anymore. You are a terrible anchor.
Watch your step, new guy.
I want your job.
Better men than you have tried.
And from SpartanEdge.com, I'm Ed White. And I'll be officiating this contest for Matt Lieber's job
Contract.
in the time-honored tradition of rock, paper, scissors.
I have a contract. You can't get rid of my job with rock, paper, scissors.
Either put up or shut up.
Oh, I'm
Your
putting up.
choice.
I'm putting up.
Bring it on, bitch.
In the red corner, from Okemos, Michigan, weighing in at Pennsy weight, missing men parts, Matt Lieber! Fuck you, Matt. And in the blue corner, from Plymouth, Michigan, weighing in at better than Matt Lieber, Mad Mike Caples! All right, I want a good clean rock, paper, scissors. No throwing below the belt. Best 1 out of 1 competition. May the best man win. Mike, I'm counting on you. Matt, I hate you. Beautiful. Yes! Your winner and new Edgecast co-anchor, Mad Mike Caples! Good job there, buddy. Well, my work is done. From SpartanEdge.com, I'm Ed White.
And from Spartan Weekly, I'm Mike Caples.
You'll live to regret this.
I doubt I will, Matt. Have a nice life.